I've said before, I was going to say, this is why I don't date no more. No, that's because I'm fat and repulsive. But no, the, um, the, uh, like, I feel, I've said it loads. I just don't know how anyone out there today, like, the whole dating game just seems mental. Like, it just seems so crazy. Like, me and my other mates, we have this Discord where, like, because some of them are like single lads and that, and like they will occasionally like just post like, I'm having a swipe, look at that. And it'll just be something like absolutely, it's just outrageous, like it's just madness. Like, you can't believe that anybody would pitch themselves in the way that people are pitching out there, and you can tell that that's a nightmare waiting to happen. But obviously, someone's going to go in for it, aren't they? Eventually, and it's just like, just the concept of Tinder in general always blew my mind. Like, essentially, like fast food sex anywhere in the world, like Uber Eats, but for getting laid. And also just like, man, you read articles about, like, um people who ghost people. You seen this? And like, people want to make that a crime. And
What?
then also, if
They
you
want to
tell
make
lies.
ignoring people a crime. Is that what they mean by ghost, or do you mean like not
Yeah,
showing
yeah,
up on
like,
a
when,
first
so,
date?
like, yeah, basically, if you go up on a date and you have a one night stand essentially, and then you blank them for the rest of the
Right.
time,
Okay.
there was like some movement to get that recognized as like a crime, like a sex crime by deception. And also as well, I think it was actually passed into law in New York State. If you lie, if you say like, I'm a millionaire, and someone has sex with you, and then you're not, you're just like,
Yeah. Yeah. I think we did that on the show before.
yeah, yeah, I think, yeah, exactly. We did that on a previous episode. Then basically, like, that's again, you've obtained sex by deception. It's a crime, and it's like, oh, what the hell? So you're just dealing with so fucking much. Like, what can I say about myself? Like, everything's a nightmare now. The impersonal, apps process. Also, as well, like, to be fair, because I'm probably looking at it from a predominantly male point of view, I also follow a number of Twitter accounts that like publish like men's DMs to women, and it's, oh
It is
fuck,
mental, but yeah.
oh, but yeah, like, you can't believe that people are like this. Like, it's like, don't get me wrong. When I say it's a nightmare, I don't just mean for guys. Although we are about getting to a predominantly guy centric story, I recognize it's a nightmare for everyone. Like, the internet and the app culture and modern dating, and just a fucking, it's just like, it's just exhausting. It was just so easy, like, in my day, like, you met somebody.
Back in my day, you
Yeah,
meet them
back
at
in my day.
church.
Yeah, you met him at church. You said, listen, we will have to get married
I
immediately.
love the Lord.
Yeah, exactly. And they would go, yes, me too. Do you like my gingham dress? Yes, I do. Gingham is my favorite fabric. And
That
then
sounds
that's
like a
that.
music genre, but the fuck is gingham? Sounds like a
I'm not.
Scottish fucking EDM genre.
I'm not even sure, like, but it's
Get that fucking gingham on.
uh, gingham is a medium weight, balanced, plain woven fabric, typically with striped check or plaid duotone patterns in bright color and in white, made from dyed cotton or cotton blend yarns. There you go. That's exactly what I meant as well when I
Yeah.
said it. Like, um, anyway, so here we go. Like, here's the horror story. So, the headline is "One Date and Now I'm Being Sued." Woman sues man for $10,000 for standing her up on a date. Right?
You know?
A Michigan woman who sued a man for $10,000 for standing her up on a date got into a heated argument with the judge in a scene captured on video. Kashonte H. Short filed a lawsuit on September 10th, 2020, against her date who didn't show up. According to the claim filed in the 67th District Court of Genesee County, the experience caused her emotional distress because the date fell on her dead mother's birthday. Whatever, I'm not getting into it, Sam. During during a just over 9-minute virtual court hearing or via Zoom, Judge Herman Marable informed Short she filed the lawsuit in the wrong court. The case, he told her, should have been filed in a circuit court. After that, the judge asked the defendant if he would be representing himself. To be honest with you, sir, I thought this was just going to be thrown out, he told the judge. We had a date, one date, and nothing else after that, and now I'm being sued for $10,000. I don't think this is going to go any further, and I think it's a waste of your time. in the video, the judge said that if the man thought the case should be tossed, he would have to file a motion to dismiss. If he responds and his response is a lie, then it's perjury, and my documents can prove it's a lie. Short started yelling. No, no, no. Do you understand what perjury is? The judge responded. Please do not insult my intelligence. Do not do that, Short replied loudly, as if I don't understand what perjury means. At one point, the judge ripped his face shield off as the woman continued to shout.
Why have they got face shields on Zoom, but? Can't spit through the camera, but?
There might be people in
I guess, yeah, true.
Court, you know, like, whatever. Be quiet while I'm talking, the judge said. Bottom line is, you said it's a criminal offence what he did to you, so I will send it to circuit court. Are we done here? Are we done here? Are we done here? Short started to shout. Eventually, Mirable, the judge, muted the Zoom call and transferred the suit to the circuit court. The judge, so it was transferred to the 7th Circuit Court after being dismissed from the main court. This isn't the first time Short has filed lawsuits that have been dismissed. According to information from the Michigan District Court and Circuit Court, she has filed at least a dozen lawsuits in both court jurisdictions over the past 2 decades. In one, she filed a $300 million lawsuit against the Flint Police Department. She also filed a lawsuit against AT&T in October. And when she failed to appear for it, the case was tossed. So there you go. Imagine it. Imagine, like, you book a date, you don't show, and you have to go to court. $10,000 of damages, please.
I mean, by the sound of it, but probably made the right choice to dodge it. Like, probably shouldn't have gone to that date.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, fuck knows. Maybe there's like a worse outcome if you turn up. Holy moly! But that's what I mean. It's like there's just so many. Like, how can anyone be asked to get to know anyone else? I know it sounds mental, but how can anyone be asked? How can people in this day and age be asked to make new friends? Like, why would you risk it? There's just nutters and fucking, you know, just malicious actors everywhere. Like, just. I don't know where I'm going with this, but just stay indoors, I guess. You know what I mean? Just stay indoors. Don't DM anyone, don't message anyone, don't talk to anyone, uninstall all your apps, get off Twitter. You know, just isolate yourselves, guys. It's the only way. It's the only way to be sure. Because I'd have gone fucking mental. Like, I watched the video. Like, I know I read the transcript there, but, like, I'd have gone fucking, like, I don't know how that guy's kept it together. Like, he's so funny in it as well. He's, like, literally, like, but I just thought this would be... Like, I don't know why this is happening. Like, he just looks so fucking bewildered. Like, what a nightmare. Fuck that.
I let you off once before, but you still got the nerve to come back here and make trouble again.
Hey, children, what does it all mean?